Hey, what's up? This is Martha D. Staub with That Hashtag Show, and today I'm reviewing episode 7 of Lower Decks. Now, episode 7 is called Much Ado About Boimler, and for good reason, because he's been in a transporter accident. Poor guy, he can't catch a break. But it came out of a very good place. He was actually helping Ensign Rutherford fix the transporter because it was going too slow. He volunteered himself to go through it. He did. He came back all phasey and see-through-ish and making a really weird high-pitched sound, and ends up being a really big issue throughout the episode. But it also ends up saving the day. We see that Captain Freeman, Commander Ransom, Lieutenant Sachs have all been tasked to go on a super secret mission outside of the Cerritos, totally classified, which I'm really happy for because, you know, I feel bad for Captain Freeman. You know, she's being pegged into this really weird corner of being a captain of a really shitty starship. So the fact that she got a little bit more responsibility and an away team, I'm happy for her. But with that being said, the Cerritos is left without a captain. So the USS Rubidoux comes in and we get to meet Ramsey, who is actually a former friend of Ensign Mariner. So Captain Ramsey and Mariner have known each other for a very long time. In fact, it's kind of interesting when Captain Ramsey sees Mariner, and even one of the Rubidoux's crewmen even pointed out that Mariner is still an ensign. Now, this puts into perspective a lot of things because it takes forever to become a Starfleet captain. So exactly how long has Ensign Mariner been an ensign? I mean, for God's sakes, I hope she's not like Ensign Harry Kim, who was an ensign forever, but she could be following in those footsteps. I really like this backstory because Captain Ramsey really wants her to succeed, and she pushes Mariner to be her number one, which is pretty cool. We get to see that Mariner really isn't into it, kind of fails a bit, and poor phasey Boimler comes onto the bridge. Ensign Mariner's like, dude, you are not okay, go to sickbay. And so he ends up getting into sickbay. They turn off the noise. He ends up having to go to Division 14. So Division 14 is also known as the farm. And what happens here is all the people that have been involved in a Starfleet accident go here. Like, is Starfleet that messed up that many people are getting into accidents that they made a division for it? Like, seriously, that could be its own show. Like, how did this happen? Did they ever recover? Did someone die? Like, what was the outcome of that? I want to know more about Division 14. But Boimler goes in there, and then a mutiny starts to happen, and he's caught in the middle. I feel so bad for Boimler, but you know, it is what it is. He ends up being okay at the end of it. So, but Division 14, even Ensign Tendi made this psycho dog from scratch that ended up going to Division 14 with Boimler. This is insane. So at the tail end of this episode, we do see that Captain Ramsey is really pushing Mariner just to be a better Starfleet officer, and I'm starting to wonder if Mariner's like Wesley Crusher. You know, she's really good at all of these things, but this just isn't her passion. I feel like this was a missed opportunity to find out more about Mariner and why she's been out of this jive for so long. We do see at the tail end that the crew of the Rubidoux is taken over by an alien entity that is stealing all of the ship's power. Rutherford's transporter ends up saving the day and just transporting everyone out of the Rubidoux onto the Cerritos, and the alien entity takes off with the ship. Now, this is where I had a problem with this episode. If you look at this, now I'm all for Easter eggs, but this is a little lazy. If you look at the tail end of this episode and you see the alien entity flying off with the ship, doesn't that look like the alien species at the end of Encounter at Farpoint? I don't know if they were just in a hurry to get this episode done, and again, I'm all for Easter eggs, but I felt like this was a little lazy. Give us something good. This was an okay episode, definitely not one of my favorites, but I feel like we're coming towards the end of this season. You should be giving us a little bit more meat into the story. I really want to know what's up with Mariner. I mean, the fact that her friend is a captain and she's still an ensign, like, I just get some Harry Kim vibes off of this one. It's just interesting, but I just wish we could have gotten more. I felt like there was missed opportunities here. So I'm gonna say this one is pretty much on the lower end of the spectrum of gauging on to which are my favorite episodes of this season. So it was okay. I can't wait to see what happens next week. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please come back next time for my next episode review of Lower Decks. I hope it picks up as we're at the very tail end of this season. So like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.